right, just about set to go. And our pitcher in this game, Jack Kachanowicz. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared.
The shortstop takes the ball.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt. Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. That finds the mark on the inside corner. Kachanowicz goes 6 feet 7 inches. He features a sinker, a curve, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Next pitch is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And it's now first and second to start the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
First and second, no outs. Anthony Santander at the plate. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That one to first, and it stays fair. Bichette around third and headed home. He scores, and they have the lead. And it's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Here's George Springer. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Guerrero on third. Santander on at first with nobody out. Runner on the go. To the left side, but it is well foul. On the ground, a second, might be 2. Touches the bag for 1, and a run scores on the double play.
Sometimes it's just a little bit smarter to go ahead and make the play yourself. Less throws, less people involved, and right there, he had plenty of time to get that first out at second and then to complete the double play over to first.
And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. High fly ball out towards left field. Ward running hard to get it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Right-hander kick steals. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. No swing. 2 outs, base is empty. That one missing inside. Stays alive. Ground ball to the right side. Gets to it with a slide. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. Blue Jays 2, and the Angels coming up. Back here at Angel Stadium, and towing the slab in this one, Bowden Francis. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Zach Neto leading things off and takes a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Next offering is down low. That one almost got him.
2 strikes.
Struck him out looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
Now here is Nolan Shanuel. And it's fouled away. One out, base is empty. And that's downstairs. That's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, 2.
And that's in the dirt.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Guerrero hauls it in to end the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 2-0. Second inning set to go. And the batter now, Addison Barger. Kochanowicz back to work. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Then there's one down. Alan Roden next up for the Blue Jays. And the first pitch misses for ball one. One down, base is empty. Fastball for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
That misses, and it's 2-2. To the right side. Anderson to first. That's the second out.
Batting eighth, left fielder, Nathan Lucas.
Nathan Lucas getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. And a big swing and a miss.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
And a base hit right there. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Batting ninth, second baseman, Andres.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. That misses, and that's ball one. That one the other way. Ward puts it away, and that is that. Blue Jays held in check, but they're on top 2-0. Back in Anaheim, bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That pitch gets the corner, and that is strike one. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Here's the Angels catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And that one pulled foul. Ward on at first, nobody out. Eric Summersgill, our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
And there's a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Now, Luis Rengifo. Fought off foul. First and second, no outs. Bottom half of inning number 2. Pitch misses there. Ball 1.
1-1.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the grab, and there's one down. Here's Joe Adele.
How many times have we seen an early at-bat change the course of a game? It happens every night in baseball, and maybe it happens again here.
In the air, center field. And there's 2 away. Kyron Paris now at the plate.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact a game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
And there's a foul ball. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2 now.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
2 on, 2 outs. On a bounce right side. They take the force out. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Angels strand a couple, and they're down 2-0. And we're back onto the 3rd inning. Digging in, Bo Bichette. That one's upstairs, ball 1. On the ground, right side, Anderson. Slings to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. First pitch just misses. And he grounds one to the right side. Handles, throws to first. 2 up, 2 down. Two outs, base is empty. And now Anthony Santander. RBI single his last time up. Hit hard on the ground to the right side. He steps on the bag, and the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the veteran second baseman, Tim Anderson. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there.
Counts 1-0.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
That one misses in the dirt. Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Neto in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Ripped to short. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. Now the number 2 hitter, Nolan Shanuel. Struck out swinging his first time. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it falls. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. And that is out of play. Two outs.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one missed. Shanuel off of first with 2 away. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Angels leave one. They're still down. It's 2-zip. Back here at Angel Stadium, start of the 4th, and the batter is George Springer. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Springer, in his 11th season, 35 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2011. Ball one there. Into center and a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. Grounded out his first time. And that drops in for a strike. Runner at first with no outs here. Pickoff throw, and Springer's in there safely. Now a pop-up on the infield. Neto snags it, and there's one away.
Now batting, third baseman Addison Barger.
Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. Fly to left his first time. And that one is lifted in the air. Ward sizing it up. He's got it. Out number 2.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Alan Roden. Grounded out his first time. That one down the line, and foul ball. Move to first, and Springer's in there safely. That one lifted to left. He makes the grab, and that is that. One left for Toronto, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Back in Anaheim, bottom of the 4th, now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. And that's in for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Right through there for a strike.
0-2.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That's off the inside corner, and that is ball 1. That one fouled off. The Blue Jays leading by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One down, base is empty. Just misses. 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. And next for the Angels, Luis Rengifo. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. That is the inning. Angels held in check. They trail things here 2-0. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the left fielder, Nathan Lucas. Kochanowicz back to work. That's a strike. 0-1.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
Next one in the dirt.
2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. That's down and in. Out towards left center. Ward sizes this one up. Makes the catch. 1 down.
No, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football. On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Jimenez stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That one the other way. He's got it, and is 2 away. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. And that one a little below the knees. 1-0. Finds its way through, base hit. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with a chance to make an impact with 2 away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike. Bichette, the runner at first with 2 gone. That's a laser base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Now a chance for Anthony Santander.
0-1, no strike.
Two aboard, 2 outs. Sliced hard but foul. And that one hit to first, and that's a foul ball. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first, in time. Nicely done to get out of the jam. Blue Jays leave a pair. They're up 2-0. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. So in now for the Angels, Joe Adell.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Swings through that one for strike one.
You know, these Angels just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
And a swing and a miss there.
And on the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
In the air, right field. Springer there makes the catch, and a quick out, number one.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a foul out of play. One down, base is empty. This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first, heading for two. And that's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
One out, runner at second. And next for L.A., Tim Anderson. 0 for 1, he struck out swinging last time. First pitch misses. So runner in scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Grabs it on the run. 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Zach Neto.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Zach Neto. 0 for 2 in this one. Just missed. Runner at second, 2 down. Fouled off. He was late. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Man at second. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Struck him out looking. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Jose Soriano.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate.
Right fielder, George Springer.
And that one fouled off. Fastball for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Number 68 up and loosening in the pen. Number 61 also getting ready.
One ball, two strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Great location with that two-strike fastball. I tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times, that location with two strikes, you just can't get around on it, and that's a tough one to compete with.
Alejandro Kirk digs in now. Slice down the right side. Way out front for strike two.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
On the ground to first, Shanuel takes it himself. Two quick outs to open the top of the sixth.
Third baseman, Addison Barger.
Two down, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Addison Barger. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the sixth. And it's even up. Bounce to the right. Shanuel. He takes it on his own, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the sixth. Blue Jays 2 and the Angels nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the sixth, Nolan Shanuel. And there's the strike.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Swings through that one for strike two. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Dylan Tate getting loose out there. Little also throwing.
One ball, two strikes.
Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Soler in the box again, takes a strike.
0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Chris, third time through the order and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. First pitch, and he just misses. That clips the corner. The 1-1 is fouled off. The Halos trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first, and the throw is late. They couldn't overcome the misplay.
No, Boog, I don't have the numbers to back this up or anything, but I think pitchers who tend to rack up a bunch of strikeouts sometimes end up with more errors behind them in the field just because the defenders aren't as involved in the game. They're not as sharp, and who knows if that played any factor there, but I think there could be something to it.
Hoppy, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Lucas settles under it and makes the catch. And the inning is over. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Brock Burke.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And now the DH, Alan Roden.
The designated hitter, Alan Roden.
And that's in for a strike. Burke, a 6'4" lefty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Hit hard on the ground to short. Jump throw, and they get the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Nathan Lucas.
Now the left fielder, Nathan Lucas. There's a strike. Up the middle. What a stop. Throws from his knees. Not in time, and he reaches safely.
Wow, he did everything he could on that play with the throw from his knee, but the hustle down the line was enough to earn him the infield knock, and that's a great baseball play all the way around.
So a man at first. So up next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. Ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they can't get the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
First and second, one out. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
Line drive, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Runners at the corners here, one away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. This one popped up right side. Shanuel hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Anthony Santander.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander. First pitch swinging.
0-1
Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Breaking ball inside. And 1-1. Oh, great stop. And that's a nice play to end the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 3-0. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Dylan Tate. This is his 5th appearance of the year. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Luis Rengifo.
Luis Rengifo.
On the ground. And it goes just foul. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next to the Angels.
Joe Adell, the next to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Ground ball to first, could be 2. There's 1.
That's an out.
Back to first, double play. 3-6-3, nicely done.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there, completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Kyren Paris, the next to hit for the Angels. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
He goes down looking. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. 8th inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Angels nothing.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back,
Angels.
and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Number 68,
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's George Springer to start it off. 1 for 3.
George Springer.
And that one is inside ball 1. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's one away.
Now batting, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. 0 for 3 in this one. Slider right there. Movement in the bullpen. Number 61 appears to be getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Detmers getting loose as well. Swing and a miss as he was late.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Got him looking. And there's 2 away. Addison Barger will hit next. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. And fires in a fastball at 95.
1-1.
Up the middle, and that chance handled. On the run, sends it over to first. On the money, nice play. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, but they lead at 3-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Brendan Little.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
And now it's Tim Anderson. The Angels in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
That's a ball.
Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Jeff Hoffman, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and Freddie Ferguson says he went around. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Lace down the line, could be extra bases. Takes the turn, he's digging for second. The throw to second is offline.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
And now the first baseman, Nolan Shanuel. Misses inside. And that's ball one.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
Swing and a bouncer towards third. Fires to first in time.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Now it's the DH, Jorge Soler. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. First pitch just misses. Outside.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Ball, that's low.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
Taylor Ward waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
Man on second, 2 down. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. It's 3-1.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
And now it's the Angels cleanup batter, Taylor Ward. And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-0. There's a strike. The tying run at the plate. Just off the inside edge.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate, where this guy could do some real damage.
Fouled off down the right side. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Tying run at the plate. And that one hammered back there. And it's off the wall. Soler around third. The relay. Tag. Not in time. He's safe. It's 3-2.
Comes through with the RBI. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double. Really important at bat coming up now.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Brendan Little won't go any further, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Jeff Hoffman.
Well, he's got electric stuff coming out of the pen. His strikeout rate, though, is through the roof so far this season.
Jeff Hoffman.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Next to hit, Logan O'Hoppe. That misses. Ball one.
Well, they're applying pressure. Quality at bats, quality swings right now, and see this offense doing it one man to the next, showing a lot of fight right now, and they're making it difficult for the back end of this bullpen to close out this game.
So the tying run at second. Line to right, base hit. Around third. The throw in, but it's offline. even. It's 3-3.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. First offering, and it just misses. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Two outs. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Got him. That ends the frame. But they score 3 times to even it up. 9th inning coming up. All tied up at 3 apiece. Back here at Angel Stadium, and now the DH, Alan Roden. First pitch, and he just misses. Action in the Angels bullpen. Kenley Jansen appears to be getting loose. On the ground right side. And he handles it himself for the out. Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. Popped in the air, left field. Ward drifts towards it. 2 down. Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
First pitch misses.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
All tied up here at the top of the 9th. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Tap dances out of the way of that one. Fly ball down the line. Adele moves under it. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down that time. Bottom part of the order. 7, 8, 9. 2 up in inning number 9. All tied up at 3 apiece. Bottom 9. Now it's the right fielder, Joe Adele. Hoffman back to work. And that skips into dirt. On the ground to third. Slings it across. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
Now batting, center fielder,
Kyren Paris Getting ready to hit. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths. It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And that one fouled off. Next offering way off the plate. Tim Anderson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Base is empty, one away. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Line drive. Fair ball. Makes it to second. The winning runs in scoring position with one gone.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases. Winning run in scoring position now, so a clutch AB could end this one.
Puts a bunt down. Tosses to first. Yeah, they take care of Anderson for the out. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Zach Neto. 1 for 4 with a double. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Swing and a ground ball. The throw to first. That's the third out, and we're headed to extras. So they can't come up with the winning run, and that means we'll have to go a little longer here tonight to find a winner. All tied up at 3 apiece. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Kenley Jansen. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now, Bo Bichette. The other way. That's a base hit. Coming around third is Jimenez. He's safe as he gets his hand in. It's 4-3. Well, they didn't waste any time as they knock home the runner from second to get on the board.
Huge for team confidence and how you approach the situation. Still have a guy on base, and now they'll try to add on.
No outs, runner at first. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one found hard the other way. Jansen, a 6'5" righty, 37 years young. And he's a native of Curacao. And a swing and a miss. Action in the pen down there. Number 32, preparing to come on if needed. Detmers, a left-hander, also throwing. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Jansen fires. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. So up next, Anthony Santander. He's sort of your typical power hitter. Wouldn't necessarily call him a 3 true outcome guy, but he's in there to hit home runs.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Fans dig the long ball, bro.
On the inside corner for a strike. That's off the mark, and now it's even 1-1. Man at first, one away. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And a count 2-1. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, George Springer.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, George Springer. And that one's a little bit low. Ball 1. That's a little bit low. Fastball is outside. Bichette leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss.
One down, 3-2.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 4-3 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, number 51. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. Nolan Shanuel now at the plate. What are you looking to do in these spots? You're down a run. You're leading off the inning.
He's not a power hitter, a guy that's looking to tie it up with 1 swing. So he's going to take and get into this at bat and try to get deep into the bat. Ultimately, however he can, get to first base.
On the ground, right side, down the line, and it's foul.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
So the tying run at second, and a curve is down and in. Chopper to second. Jimenez in plenty of time to first. 1 out, the bottom of the 10th.
Up next, the Angels, designated hitter.
Next is the designated hitter, Jorge Soler. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Just missed. with the tying run at third, winning run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out.
2-0.
Now a pitch out, and perhaps they were protecting against the squeeze. That one misses, and now 3-0.
And you got to wonder, with first base open, one out, is he going to get a pitch to hit?
Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum. Very quickly, they're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
2 on, 1 out. At the plate, Taylor Ward. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Misses off the plate. 2 balls, no strikes.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Big spot. Tying and winning runs aboard with 1 down. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Popped up right side. Jimenez pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. Angels down to their final out. Now it's going to be Logan O'Hoppe trying to deliver as the hero. And fouled off. On the ground, right side. Boots it. Still able to fire over. And that is the ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
And the final score here, 4-3. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.